Good evening. In the vast tapestry of the supernatural, few entities present such a bewildering paradox as the Dakini. What began as a terrifying flesh-eating demoness in the ancient Hindu Puranas of India transformed over millennia into a revered embodiment of enlightened wisdom in Tibetan Buddhism, and then again into a powerful fox-riding deity of imperial significance in Japan. Tonight, we trace that extraordinary bloodline. Our journey begins in ancient India, where the earliest references paint a chilling portrait. Here, the Dakins were fearsome, often grotesque attendants of the goddess Kali, depicted as predatory spirits who devoured human flesh and vital essence. They were part of a host of malevolent beings, figures of primal fear, reflecting a deep-seated anxiety about the unseen forces that could inflict suffering and death. Yet, even in this foundational period, their nature began to shift. Within the esoteric Hindu tantric traditions, the Dakin evolved into a specific goddess, capable of bestowing 8 cities or supernatural powers, and an expert in deluding and even destroying wicked beings. It's a remarkable early example of a terrifying force being harnessed, or at least understood, as a conduit for immense power, albeit still with a destructive edge. This initial understanding, this raw, untamed feminine energy, laid the groundwork for everything that followed. As centuries passed, the concept of the Dakini migrated with the spread of Buddhism, undergoing profound transformations. In East Asian Buddhist traditions, they were often depicted as demonesses, subjugated by powerful deities like Mahakala. Under this new spiritual authority, their diet changed, from human flesh to the more elusive human yellow, the vital essence of the deceased. They were even granted the chilling ability to know a person's impending death 6 months in advance, allowing them to claim their spiritual sustenance before others. But the most radical metamorphosis occurred in the high Himalayas. In Tibetan Vajrayana Buddhism, the Dakina, known as Kandroma, or sky-goer, became an archetypal figure of enlightened energy. No longer solely predatory, they are seen as fierce yet benevolent spiritual muses, guides, and protectors of esoteric teachings. They embody the wisdom that transforms negative emotions into enlightened awareness. It's a complete spiritual pivot, demonstrating a culture's capacity to reframe fear into a path for liberation. The entity's journey then took another fascinating turn across the sea to Japan. Here, the Dakini arrived as Dakinitan, initially appearing in Yama's retinue as a demoness still consuming human parts. Yet, over time, she coalesced into a powerful, independent goddess. This is where syncretism truly blossomed. Dakinitan became inextricably linked with the native agricultural deity Inari Okami, due to her association with the fox, or kitsune. She was depicted riding a white fox, carrying symbols of prosperity like rice sheaves and a wish-granting jewel. The transformation was so complete that Dakinitan became a central deity in the imperial enthronement ceremony, the Sokui Kanjo, considered an incarnation of the Buddha, Vairocana, and even the mythical ancestor of the imperial line, the sun goddess Amaterasu. Imagine a former flesh-eating demoness now legitimizing an emperor. Yet this power was not without its shadows. The Dakinitan rites were also viewed with suspicion, considered dangerous or black magical, and historically linked to kitsunetsuki, the phenomenon of fox possession. It's a stark reminder that immense power, however revered, often carries a dual nature, reflecting both our highest aspirations and our deepest fears. Today, the Dakini continues to resonate across cultures, albeit in different forms. In Tibetan Buddhism, The Kandroma remains a vibrant, living aspect of spiritual practice, guiding meditators and revealing profound wisdom. In Japan, while the overt Dakiniten rites may be less common, her legacy endures in the ubiquitous Inari shrines, where the white fox, her messenger, is still revered for prosperity and good fortune. The historical accounts of Kitsunetsuki, while largely understood through a psychological lens now, still echo the cultural memory of entities that can influence or possess. The Dakini's journey teaches us that the supernatural isn't static. It adapts, it evolves, reflecting the changing anxieties and spiritual needs of humanity. The wisdom gained from these ancient beliefs, the transformative power of confronting our inner demons, the cautious respect for forces that grant worldly power, remains as relevant as ever. The enduring significance of the Dakini is a testament to the incredible flexibility of spiritual archetypes and the human imagination. From a terrifying harbinger of death to a benevolent guide on the path to enlightenment, and then a powerful, fox-riding patron of emperors. It makes you wonder if humanity simply can't make up its mind about powerful women, or perhaps if these entities truly do shift their nature in response to our collective consciousness. Each cultural interpretation offers a unique lens, showing us not just the entity itself, but the very nature of human belief. Understanding this evolution, this incredible journey through history, is key to comprehending the true power of the unseen. That's all for today's investigation into the shadows. If you want to dive deeper into the dark archives, make sure to subscribe to the HistoT YouTube channel. Remember, knowledge is our best defense against the darkness, and I'll see you in the next archive. Stay vigilant.